Wicked Little Letters, which is a British comedy that is based roughly on a true story. It stars Jessie Buckley, great Irish actress, our own Olivia Colman, always great, Timothy Spall's in there, and the rest of the cast I didn't recognise, but they were all great. They're all great British upcoming talent, really cool. So basically, this is a story of we're back in the 1920s England, somewhere there down on the south coast. So post World War One, and Jessie Buckley's character, she's got a young daughter, but her husband was killed in the war somewhere. So she lives in this little terraced house, and she's got this boyfriend as well, who kind of lives with her. And next door to them is Timothy Spall and his wife, and their daughter, Olivia Colman, who's obviously quite a bit older, and she's not married. She's like a spinster. She lives at home with the mum and dad, and they've got this kind of quite, almost Bible kind of upbringing where, everything's right and proper and you don't step out of line. Men are very much in charge. He's like a real sort of patriarch in the house. Everything that's done is done to his exacting details, so they're kind of living in his shadow. Whereas Jessie Buckley next door, she's wild and free. She doesn't clean her house as much. She doesn't scrub the step like all the other women do. She goes out drinking down the pub. She lives at large. The daughter's, running wild a little bit, and much to the chagrin of Timothy Spall and his family. So Olivia Colman starts to form a friendship with her because they're like chalk and cheese, and I think Olivia Colman's character is like trying to almost save her a little bit, pull her into the church or something and get her on the straight and narrow. But really you get this impression that she kind of likes some of the wild ways of Jessie Buckley's character. But they come to loggerheads over something, and then Olivia Colman starts to receive these letters that basically just like hate letters, describing her as a musty old beetle, and worse. I mean, like effing and jeffing, left, right, and centre, all this stuff. Quite hilarious when it's read out. During the film, you're thinking, "Oh my God!" It's because in the context of the time, we're used to all this kind of language nowadays, but back then it was really like, "Ooh." So she's received version
of mean tweets.
Exactly that, but 10 times worse. So anyway, Olivia Colman's getting these letters, and the father is really cheesed off about it as well. So they're blaming it on Jessie Buckley. So there's this whole thing: is Jessie Buckley writing the letters to her or not? And I'm not going to say what happens after that because it's kind of like a little bit of a mystery, and there's a court case, and there's all this stuff that happens where you got to find out who was writing the letters and what kind of effect it has. Anyway, it's a comedy. It's really, really funny. It's really well acted, beautifully shot as well, with wonderful music, great costumes, set designs, really recreates that world. It's very modern in other ways as well, which was great to see. And just a really good laugh. This was one where you go and watch it and everybody in the theatre was laughing out loud and giggling along and having a great time with it. And I'm sure it'll be the case, for people viewing at home as well. You'll have a good time with this one. It's got its moments as well of emotion and poignancy that kind of ground it a little bit more as well, which is nice to see, which you need with something like this to offset the laughs. But, as far as a British film's concerned, it's really great. It's directed by Thea Sharrock. So there's a woman director as well. Did a really fantastic job with this one. And it rockets along at pace. There's no parts in the film where you feel like, oh, come on, get on with it. It's like, one to the other. And there's a whole little team of people who are sort of like neighborhood busybodies that take on the role of private detectives in a way to find out who's writing these letters, basically. And really good, really enjoyable. I mean, you must have seen the trailer for it yourself. So.
Yeah, I saw the trailer at the cinema and it looked really funny from the trailer. So it's good to hear that it's as funny as the trailer.
Absolutely.
And it's one I'm looking forward to. Definitely. I like Olivia Colman, so...
she's great. She's always great. I've never seen her in a bad thing myself.
No.
So good to see her doing so well. I mean, if you think back to something like Hot Fuzz, where she's just this sort of side character, bit of comic relief there, she's now, Oscar-winning lead actress. And Jessie Buckley as well. Last thing we seen her in was Men, the Alex Garland thing, which was a really strange film. It was a bit like... And the one that I'd seen her in before that, I can't remember what it was called now, but do you remember that Netflix movie, which was Charlie Kaufman thing, and it was really strange. It was called I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Do you remember that one? I did a review for it on the website, which I can link below for anyone interested to read that. But that was quite strange, but not seen Jessie Buckley in that much stuff. Otherwise, in this is, of the stuff I've seen her do, this is her best role. She's brilliant in it. She's really, really funny, really, really good. So
it's good to see her go and do something new, I guess. And because she does good roles, but you say it's been sparse, really. But,
well, it's just some of these films have been quite strange, I think, which have been great. It gives her something to get her teeth stuck into. But this one, I felt was such more of a formed character and fleshed out, and she was just perfect in it, really funny, and a great foil to Olivia Colman, who's kind of very prim and proper, and she's more like, let's have a pint, you fuck off, all of this stuff, being really crazy. So I recommend it. Wicked Little Letters, go and see it. If it's still playing near you, go and see it. If it's on demand, then get hold of it and have a watch. You will be impressed, especially British viewers. You'll have a good laugh with this one. Thanks very much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. The best way to support our channel is by giving us a like and subscribing. Other ways to support us include buymeacoffee.com or become a patron over on patreon.com. This video is also sponsored by funkytshirts.co.uk, so check out their website for a whole range of cool and funky t-shirt designs. All the links are in the description.